ultimate driving machine. Hurry in to lease a 2018 BMW X3 xDrive 30i for $479 a month.
Good morning, America. The race to rescue overnight. Michael barreling up the East Coast, crews saving people trapped in the water and airlifting this woman to safety. As the total devastation from the storm is revealed, towns completely destroyed across the Florida Panhandle. Entire neighborhoods wiped away.
Also this morning, that stunning scene in the Oval Office, Kanye West taking center stage, praising President Trump.
There was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman.
Then sounding off in an expletive-laced monologue, even leaving the president speechless.
Mysterious disappearance, the new recordings that may reveal what happened to that Washington Post columnist who walked into the Saudi consulate, then vanished.
ABC News exclusive, First Lady Melania Trump speaking publicly about her husband's alleged affairs.
Has this put a strain on your marriage?
The remarkably candid interview.
Do you love your husband?
First on GMA this morning.
Babysitting while black. The young man caring for 2 white children when a woman calls the police and then follows him.
And signs of hope in the devastation. The National Guard rescuing cats and dogs trapped by the hurricane. And the good news about what happened to those kittens we found live on our air.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
Good morning, America. Thank you guys for joining us on this Friday morning. It's good to see you, too.
Good to see you.
Great to be here with you guys. There
Yes,
is so much devastation out there, though, still from Hurricane Michael. We are tracking it all, and it's now coming into clearer view. Take a look at this scene there. That's from the air. Homes completely destroyed. The town of Mexico Beach, Florida. That's where Ginger was when the hurricane made landfall, was wiped out. The FEMA director is calling this spot the storm's ground zero.
And take a look at these satellite images showing what was there before the hurricane and then after. The Tyndall Air Force Base also facing catastrophic damage. An F-15 flipped over. The building's destroyed.
The storm has killed at least 8 people and knocked out power for more than 1.6 million customers. The Red Cross says 8,000 people are in shelters. Let's go to Ginger, who's starting us off from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. And Ginger, conditions were so bad on Thursday, we couldn't even talk live with you.
Yeah, that's how isolating it was feeling there in Mexico Beach, and for a lot of people here along the Panhandle. You know, we're in Santa Rosa this morning because this is the first place we could find that was safe to sleep. We hiked out of Mexico Beach. A crew met us, brought us to Panama City, where we had a damaged hotel, but then we were in there an hour and they evacuated us out of there. It really hits home how unimaginable this storm was and how uninhabitable it temporarily is.
Help is coming by air, land, and sea.
This morning, the priority is saving lives.
We are deploying a massive wave of response, and those efforts are already underway.
Crews combing through the debris left behind by Michael. Blocks of homes obliterated, streets littered with smashed cars. This woman, rescued from Panama City, airlifted to safety. And on the ground in Mexico Beach, we started our journey out.
Search and rescue.
This is where we rode out the storm. The cement, the pylons did very well. Debris still filling the streets. But we're going to make the hike out because there's no other way.
One of the few buildings still standing 24 hours later, the yellow condo complex where we rode out Hurricane Michael. Just as the storm was making landfall, we reported on a balcony across from a blue house.
If I don't feel comfortable, I'm going to stand right inside the door here.
The flying debris and violent wind driving us inside. And then, that moment we'll never forget.
I just saw something I have never seen in real life. I saw an entire home taken off of its foundation and rolled down the street. Again, I've never seen something like an entire home, a well-built home, rolling down the street. We just watched that happen in real time. And I'll tell you right now, it makes you shake.
The reality setting in.
Morning after now, and the smell of destruction is thick. It's very eerie.
As soon as it was safe, we set out on foot to see what was left. The highway covered in sand and debris. And in this wasteland, we meet a husband and wife covered in scrapes and bruises. They were in their home when the water rushed in.
You swam.
Yes.
Out.
Yes.
Of your home.
Yes.
To a boat.
Yes.
And that's how you survived.
Yes.
All 3 of you.
Yes. It gives me it just gave me chills.
Yes.
They say life jackets kept them alive.
The wind is going 120
Oh yeah,
miles
no,
per
we were
hour.
holding on. We'd let the current take us to the next stop, and then we'd grab onto a tree and hang on to it.
And then they asked us to try to get word out to their mother that they're okay. Finally, we got a signal. So many people desperate for news. And then we hear from someone else, Jenny Caputo, who tells us that she watched our report and that she is the owner of that blue house. Now, gone.
Hello, this is Jenny.
We reach her by phone in Atlanta.
Like, I can't imagine if it were my home.
I'm heartbroken. We've only had the house 5 months. We've been coming to Mexico Beach for over 10 years.
Wow.
And we just love it. We finally bought a place there that we were going to enjoy with our young family now. We'll be back. We will rebuild, and we'll come back. And we have lots of, they're just good people there.
We met about a dozen people on our way out of there, and as soon as I had service, I was able to call their loved ones and let them know that they were okay. It was such an emotional day. If you have a question about a loved one, Facebook has their safety check activated, and of course the American Red Cross has their well and safe list. But I got to tell you, it is going to take a very long time for those lists to populate because it's impossible to communicate at this point with.
All right, Ginger, thank you. Hurricane Michael hit Bay County the hardest. That's where Panama City Beach and Mexico Beach are. The area is facing major power outages, and a curfew is now in effect. The county's Chief of Emergency Services, Mark Bowen, joins us now by phone. Mark, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Sure thing.
Mark, what is the latest information you can give us about conditions and the scope of the devastation there?
The issue here is the infrastructure of this county. All of it is disrupted, basically destroyed. And so the things that people depend on every day to communicate with one another, drinking water, just, all of the things, the fabric of life that we use every day to go about our business, none of that is functional, zero.
And Mark, we've been talking a lot about Mexico Beach specifically, which is virtually destroyed, wiped out. What is your top priority as you get resources into those hardest hit areas?
It is urban search and rescue, and this is a process where highly trained firefighters, first responders move from structure to structure, meticulously search those structures, and when they leave, they use a system of marking. That's a nationwide system. And that way other responders know that it's been searched, and it's everything from looking for bodies to looking for injured persons.
Certainly. And we also, we've been reporting this widespread power outages, people there told to boil water before using. What message are you sending to those still stuck in that disaster zone?
We're going to have an awful lot of people to shelter who don't have a home anymore, and we're going to take care of that. We've got just an enormous amount of problems here. We do have an enormous amount of people that are here with no services at all. Pods, points of distribution for food and water. Everything you can imagine is now being brought into this area, so these people will at least have, some measure of food and water. Just an enormous amount of 911 calls are going unresponded to because we've got this priority of search and rescue. So it's just a terrible thing.
All right, Mark Bowen, our thanks to you and your team, and our thoughts are with you and wishing you and everyone impacted by this storm the very best. Thank you. Cecilia?
Thank you.
Certainly are thinking of them. Thank you. We want to turn now to some signs of hope that we're seeing this morning. We've seen natural disasters like Hurricane Michael bring out the best in people, like this father and son team in Florida, Chuck and Judson Griffey's, who ventured out on their boat in St. Joe Beach just after the eye of the storm passed, risking their own lives to rescue people who were there trapped by the floods.
That
Just
Florida strong spirit already taking hold there.
It's great to see everybody help each other.
Definitely.
Yes, and rescue crews, they aren't just helping people, they're also saving animals that are trapped. Rob Marciano is in Panama City. And Rob, we saw you do your part. You had your own little animal rescue on Thursday, and you have an update for us.
We do, Mike, and those cute little kitties, they were so small, so hungry, so scared and wet. We dried them up, we cleaned them up, we tried to feed them, but really they were too young for that. So we were in desperate need for a proper shelter with professionals. Not an easy thing to find in the disaster zone, but happy to tell you this morning, mission accomplished. But what we found yesterday, there are a lot more animals that are in need of help in the wake of Hurricane Michael.
With over 3,500 National Guard members called up to help in the rescue efforts here in Florida, many are pitching in to save the animals who may have been left behind in the rush to get out. Like these little guys who I happened to stumble upon yesterday on GMA.
I want you to meet some storm survivors. These are 4 little kittens. We just discovered them in this home. We talked to the owners of this home, and they told us a story of how they rode out the storm. And as they were leaving, because the ceiling was collapsing on them, these kittens fell out of the ceiling and into the kitchen. They didn't even know that they were alive up there.
We wanted to make sure the kittens found a safe home right away, so we decided to take them to a Humane Society-approved shelter out of the storm zone.
Oh, we will find a foster home for you right away.
As a return favor, they asked us to check on their shelter in Panama City, and what we found was startling.
Are you guys stuck in there?
That shelter's still standing, but hundreds of toppled trees are blocking the roads in.
I don't know how to get in here.
Isolating the staff and animals inside. 35 dogs and nearly 70 cats in the dark and sweltering heat, waiting for help to arrive.
The walls are sweating, the animals are hot. We can maybe get through this day, but we've got to get them out of here and get them transported.
National Guard to the rescue.
We called the National Guard, and sure enough, they showed up, making a plan to clear a path and evacuate the animals and staff.
All right, they had to spend one more night there, but the National Guard getting there this morning. We're going to go over there and check it out. They're going to bring in engineers, chainsaws, heavy equipment, which is in high demand because of scenes like this. Look at these train cars. These can weigh anywhere from 30 to 110 tons. Gives you an idea of the force of the winds of Hurricane Michael. And this goes on for miles, guys. Just unbelievable what this storm has done to things, people, and, of course, the animals as well.
All right,
Back to you.
Thank you so much, Rob. Rob is down there covering it, and he's also making rescues.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's going to end up bringing one of those kittens home, because I know his family and they're animal lovers, so we will see what happens.
We just put a lot of pressure on it. Sure did.
We know this. The President Trump is praising FEMA's response to Hurricane Michael. He'll be heading to the region next week to survey the damage there. But, of course, this morning it is that surreal scene in the Oval Office that has everyone talking. Kanye West launching into a monologue about, well, frankly, just about everything under the sun. Even the president wasn't sure how to react. ABC's Terry Moran has more. Terry, just when we think we've seen it all.
Yeah, good morning, Cecilia. You know, all presidents love celebrities, but not since Richard Nixon welcomed Elvis Presley, who was high, into the Oval Office. Has the country seen anything like this?
In an unusual move during an Oval Office meeting on Thursday, President Trump ceded the spotlight to musician Kanye West. I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Amen. That's really nice. And that's from the heart. I didn't want to put you in that position, you know, but that's from the heart.
In a wide-ranging, expletive-laced monologue, West, wearing a Make America Great Again hat, lauded the Trump presidency. It was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero. And you made a Superman cape for me also as a guy that looks up to you, looks up to Ralph Lauren, looks up to American industry guys. The rapper touched on more than a dozen topics. If he don't look good, we don't look good. This is our president. He has to be the freshest, the flyest planes, the best factories. Among them, prison reform, the 13th Amendment, which ended slavery, and Superfly Ford cars. He even pulled out his phone to show the president a new hydrogen-powered Air Force One. This right here is the iPlane 1. It's a hydrogen-powered airplane, and this is what our president should be flying in. Look at this, Jared. Sitting alongside football great Jim Brown, West talked politics. People expect that if you're black, you have to be Democrat. And racism. So when I said I like Trump to like someone that's liberal, they'll say, oh, but he's racist. You think racism can control me? Oh, that don't stop me. That's an invisible wall. President Trump, for once, almost seemed at a loss for words, nodding along.
I'll tell you what, that was pretty impressive. I hate to say this, Jim. Do you want to say something? What do you do after that?
That Oval Office meeting capped off a busy day at the White House that included a bill signing with recording artists, an appearance by Kid Rock there, all happening against a backdrop of disaster in Florida amid Hurricane Michael, which the president says continues to be a major priority.
Kanye West also talked openly about some of his mental health issues. He says he's happy where he is on that, and he is clearly proud, no matter what kind of criticism he gets, to stand with President Trump. Cecilia?
To quote the president, what do you do after that? Thanks, Terry. Let's turn to some breaking news just in. Pope Francis has accepted Washington Cardinal Donald Wuerl's resignation amid that sexual abuse scandal plaguing the Catholic Church. A grand jury report in August accused Wuerl of helping protect priests who had molested children. The Vatican has not named a replacement yet for Cardinal Wuerl. His office says that he's been asked to stay on temporarily until a new archbishop has been found.
Cecilia, now to that growing mystery surrounding the disappearance of a U.S.-based journalist last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Turkey more than a week ago. Turkish reports claim he was killed by a possible Saudi hit squad. ABC's chief global affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz has the latest on that and the president's response.
This surveillance video capturing the last moment a Washington Post columnist was seen alive. Now, more than a week later, fears he has been killed are intensifying with reports of new evidence. Jamal Khashoggi, a U.S.-based writer critical of his native Saudi Arabian government, came to the Saudi consulate in Turkey last Tuesday to file paperwork for his wedding. Turkish officials allege he was killed, and this morning, the Washington Post is reporting those officials claim to have audio and video evidence. The Turks describing to their U.S. counterparts video showing a Saudi security team detaining Khashoggi in the consulate, the sounds of torture ending in a murder on an audio recording, according to the Post. You can hear his voice and the voices of men speaking Arabic, an unidentified individual told the Post. You can hear how he was interrogated, tortured, and then murdered. Outside the consulate, Khashoggi's fiancée waiting for hours, saying he never came back and that she never saw him again. Turkish media have released surveillance video they say shows 15 Saudi nationals entering the compound on the same day, a possible hit squad, according to the Turkish reports. The Saudis have fiercely denied any involvement, saying Khashoggi left the consulate and went missing. The Washington Post was given surveillance videos outside the consulate by a source familiar with the Turkish investigation, showing 2 black vehicles leaving the consulate hours after Khashoggi entered, and private planes that the video purports were leaving that same evening. President Trump now taking a critical tone, telling ABC's John Carl,
"We don't like it, John. We don't like it, and we don't like it even a little bit."
Trump also said U.S. investigators are in Turkey and working with the Saudis to find out what happened. Trump has been very friendly with the Saudi crown prince. His first overseas trip was to the oil-rich kingdom. Critics have accused the White House of being slow to react to the disappearance. Both Republicans and Democrats on the Hill are now calling for an investigation that could lead to sanctions on Saudi Arabia. Whit?
All right, Martha, remarkable story. Thanks so much. Michael?
All right, thank you, Whit. And we're going to go back to Ginger, who's in Florida. Hey, Ginger.
Hey, Michael. We'll have much more on Michael coming up, but first, the Weekend Getaway is brought to you by Capital One.
The new Capital One Saver Card. Earn 4% cash back on dining and 4% on entertainment. Now when you go out, you cash in. What's in your wallet?
Well, what a difference a day makes. We are going to be cool and windy today. Our high 64 this morning. We're in the 50s. Lots of sunshine, but those winds gusting, especially this morning, upwards of 30 miles an hour. A little breezy through the afternoon. As you're making your weekend plans, it's going to be cool and breezy tomorrow. You'll wake up to clouds and showers, sunnier through the afternoon, but make sure that you've got a jacket for any of your plans. After a cold start Sunday morning, we'll have a few afternoon clouds. Still cool, though, a high of 64.
Coming up, our exclusive with First Lady Melania Trump now speaking publicly about her husband's alleged affairs, what she says he said when she asked about the state of their marriage.
We'll play some stories. But you didn't